Okay, so round 24 here, and so far so good. And looks like the zombies are spawning in nice and fast now, so it's getting comfortable. We can be really confident that there's no zombies spawn in front of us here. And this is the cutback here that I was talking about in the last episode. You just want to be a little bit careful there. It becomes unnecessary in rounds from about round 30 onwards. You don't really need to do that. I probably don't need to do it at the moment, really, but I just like to get all the zombies in a tight group there. And we get another insta-kill. And I probably left a little bit early there, but I'll keep an eye out. We've got one zombie coming through here. That's what you have to worry about if you do leave that zone that we were talking about before at the barn. But one zombie's not too bad as long as you keep an eye out for him. And we use that insta-kill to finish off the wave. And it's pretty much the end of the round anyway. So we're pretty good on ammo probably for another round. Let's just finish off the stragglers here. So just to explain again for those of you that may not have seen the earlier episodes of this series, the reason I'm hanging out here at the barn area is basically if you stay in this zone around the barn and you don't leave this, you will get all the zombies spawning from only 3 windows. This one here that I'm boarding up now, the one that I was at before, outside the barn at the back, that one, and also the one window inside the barn at the top. Those 3 windows are the only windows that zombies will actually spawn from if you're in this zone at the barn. Once you leave this zone, if they haven't all spawned in, which they have now, then you'll get them spawning from all over the map. So this strategy makes the rounds go quicker and makes it safer to run the train as well once you have got them all to spawn in at the same area. So that's why we're doing it that way, guys. And then we head back here into the zone to kill the zombies off so that they respawn in this same area again. And I get a max ammo there, I think. So one slight disadvantage with throwing that many monkeys is that you will get a number of crawlers because monkey bombs are not that powerful. They're not as powerful as regular grenades. Like, they'll tend to create crawlers before they actually kill the zombies. So I'm going to have to kill off those crawlers at some point, or they might become an issue with blocking off my run. Okay, and basically continue the train here. So yeah, in terms of weaponry, the best guns to have for high rounds in this map is you want to have the ray gun. That's the best for killing zombies. It's the best gun in this map for killing zombies at high rounds, full stop. The second weapon that you want is basically an LMG because it will have high magazine capacity. And still, if you have double tap too, it'll still be able to kill zombies for quite a while, especially with headshots. The only other gun that I would consider using in high rounds is the DSR, because that thing is really, really powerful in high rounds. Like, especially if you get headshots, it will kill zombies for a surprisingly long time in high rounds. And it also has a reasonable size magazine capacity. So I actually don't mind that gun too much. It's just a hassle using the scope all the time. But I don't think I got the DSR. I can't remember getting the DSR out of the box. I know I got the Barrett a couple of times, but that's not as good. Okay, that's pretty much the end of round 25, so we'll finish off the last zombie here. And we've got plenty of ammo to move into round 26 here. You can see that since we got these guns out of the box, we haven't had to hit the box since. So far so good. At some point though, we are going to run out of ammo mid-round, and we're going to have to do something about that. And I'll show you what I do in that situation. Okay, so you can see what I've done there is boarded up both of those two lower windows, and that, as I said earlier, the reason we do that is so that the zombies will bottleneck up when they first spawn in those two windows, and you'll just basically be able to wait there that little bit longer and be able to move out of that area, that zone, without having to worry about zombies spawning in from somewhere else on the map. Be a little bit careful there that you don't run into the barrels and get blocked off. The barrel's right next to the wall there. So what I'm experimenting with here is trying to kill the zombies inside the barn instead of down in that other area. The reason for that is then theoretically the crawlers will be inside the barn and get a max ammo there, rather than along that path that I run down all the time. So I was basically seeing if that would make it easier and safer for me. Alright, so I'll just keep running the train here. And it's probably reasonably close to the end of the round now, I would imagine. Okay, then when we get back into the barn zone, we'll start killing the zombies again. But yeah, this is not a great idea really, what I was trying there, because what happens is the zombies will spawn in very, very quickly in the high rounds and potentially block you off depending whereabouts inside the barn you are. So I ended up discontinuing that method. And I'll show you what I end up doing a bit later. Just trying to finish off all those crawlers that we got before. So you can see how easy it would be to get blocked off there if you weren't careful. And kind of have to improvise here. And got a little bit lucky. So yeah, that's about when I decided it was a bad idea to be doing that. Usually what happens is I'll refine my strategies and try and perfect them and get them to be a workable strategy. So what you always look for in a strategy for high round zombies is safety. It has to be a safe strategy so that you can do it, obviously without getting down consistently. And it also has to be fast. It has to be a reasonably fast strategy that'll get you through the rounds quickly, because once you get into the higher rounds, it is super painful if you're killing zombies too slowly. And The faster the strategy, the better. Okay, the end of round 26 here. So we're going to do the same thing here. This only really helps us with the first wave in the round, but you might as well do it. But after that, they're going to be spawning through those windows. We aren't going to have time to board them up mid-round, of course. But it's always good to have a little bit of breathing space there at the start of the round. Got a little over 1,000 kills there at the moment. But the first place they'll come at me from usually is from the top, because that window is not boarded up. So here we get them all pretty much coming at once, which is perfect. And all the zombies are spawned into the map, so that's working really well. And we can just run the zombies around here. And I just do that cut back to group up the stragglers. And then back down over the fire so we can light them on fire, and that just means you can kill them that much easier. Okay, so you can see how quickly they spawn in there now. And I'm going back through the barn again. So I'm still persisting a little bit with this. But I changed this up pretty quickly here and we get a nuke. You do have to be really, really careful when you get a nuke in the higher rounds, because the zombies won't die for quite a while. It takes a long time to affect them. So you can actually get killed by zombies who are already going to die from the nuke, if you know what I mean. And there was an insta-kill back there as well, so I'm going to loop around and get that fairly quickly before it goes away, hopefully. Oh, we missed it. Damn it! I'm going to have to improvise a little bit here again, because I probably would have got blocked off by those two really slow walkers. And we'll take the train back up and around through the fire again. And we get a nuke. You can see just how many drops you get. It's just amazing in Black Ops 2. It's almost every single time that you kill a wave of zombies you get a drop or two. At least in these earlier rounds. But I do wish they'd put something like the Wonderwaff in this map, or even a single trap like an electric trap or a flogger or something like that. Just to help us get through the high rounds a little bit quicker. Have something to spend all these points on.